Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get to this game going. The Gators will kick this deep to get us going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
On the run, it's Jones. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. Handoff running right, powering through. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle, but 1st down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
First down here for this offense. Using his legs, it's Lacey.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Jones. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a good battle down near the goal line. 3rd down and goal for the 1. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, a great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance. Try to get that touchdown.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire first quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Missouri 7, Florida 0.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
3 and 25.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And they heave it deep downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it here. Eludes a tackle. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the sack. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense and the guy that has a chance to win this game. Maybe going back and forth all game.
Return begins inside the 10. This will likely be the last play of the half. Always looking to throw. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Missouri.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
The Gators offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Great cut there. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Bites off a defender. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
To throw, it's Lagway. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And the Gators come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Pressure is coming. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And now the running back's got it again. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
He's going to hand this off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. In the red area, it's Lacey. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal.
And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Hawkins. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. And now they run the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I love the call here by the offense coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. Out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Escape. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pass complete on a crosser. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you've got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Ball handed off. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Trying to find some room. It's Lacey. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Now it's second down here. There's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Testing the right side here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Tailback takes the handoff again. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Defense not pressing this time. Looking for the wide out. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. An explosive game. Big play moves the ball inside the 40. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Warner's now playing a couple yards off the ball.
Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the quarterback will just clock the football.
Ball's incomplete.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He finds his man. But a quick stop by the defense. Dangerous 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's 1st and goal. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
It's now 2nd and goal.
On the double.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
There you go.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And he just throws the ball away there with nobody open. Excellent coverage. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Hey, really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
Oh, they've got him. The defense has the last word today. That's a sweet victory. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.